Hey everyone, we are here today with the new Sillbird Strigiforms, and this is a fun little, 3D puzzle assembly that we decided to pick up and do for a fun little date night activity. Ours is a floral owl, is what it looks like so far.
And owls are my favorite animal, so
which is why
pretty
we picked
excited.
it. So we're gonna get this opened up here. Already got some things. And it comes with everything into bag parts. So I'm assuming it's a step-by-step and you go by bag since all of the bags are labeled. It comes with a very thick, very detailed instruction manual. And I'm gonna dump and get the rest of these parts out. And it also has a little gift card if you want to gift this to someone. I think this would be a very fun present, but that looks like that's everything out of the box. So I think
So we'll start getting all these bags organized, but just looking at the instruction manual, it looks like we're gonna obviously start at step 1, but from here we got a long night of assembly ahead of us to get to step 295 to knock this out. So pretty excited to see the final product looking like this.
Okay, so now as we get into this portion of the video, you can see we've started opening things up. We started with all of the bags labeled 1 because those were all for the base component of this. So this build or this puzzle was split into 4 separate sections for the directions, and I think that helped us to remain organized and sort out the pieces that were necessary and to be able to locate everything as required, which was incredibly helpful and nicely organized for us going into the build so that we didn't have to worry about sorting through all of these thousands of pieces. So all of the first bags are for the base, and then all of the bags labeled 2 are for the start of the body and the embellishment of the body. And then bag 3 was for the wings and the embellishments on the back. And then bag 4 was then for the eyes and then all of the embellishments on the head.
all right, so we have officially finished all of the 1 bags. There were about 4, you'd say?
Yeah, 4 bags.
4 to 5 bags for just 1. And then there was a bag of 2 that was not labeled as 1 that you did have to sort through and find. So we have the whole base built, and as you can see, it even came with like the little decorative flowers. So the whole face of the owl is finished. I'm assuming bag 2 starts the actual owl itself with all of those base pieces to have it sit and perch onto this. I think it's looking pretty neat so far, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this turns out. It was really fun to assemble, and it even came with this nice little tool that helps you fit the pieces together, pry them apart as needed, and just apply pressure when you're having trouble getting pieces to fit together, which I thought was a great feature.
This is the part where we begin to assemble the body of the owl itself so that we can then place all of the decorative pieces that make it really look detailed and made of flowers, essentially. So again, a little complicated with trying to figure out all of the necessary pieces that come out of each bag, but all of the bags being labeled was incredibly helpful. And the directions, as you can see, were consulted quite a bit throughout the video, but that was incredibly helpful because the step-by-step instructions were so detailed. So it did not leave a lot of room for error for us on our end as users, which was very, very nice. We weren't spending a ton of time disassembling and reassembling pieces several times until we figured out how they could fit because the directions were very clear. But as you can see, now it's all starting to come together. We have all of the decorative components placed onto the base and the stomach of the owl. And here we are working on the back components. And here we have some up close shots for you to see how this is all starting to come together. And now here you can see us beginning to work on the eyes and all of the head ornamentation that goes into this puzzle. These were definitely the most complicated part for us, just because there were so many very unique components, especially the little swoops that are for the eyebrows, as well as the little clips that all hook onto the eyes. So just be forewarned, very, very complicated, but again, the directions were incredibly concise and helpful to use as reference while assembling. And now you can finally see it all start come together, and it actually looks like an owl now. And now here you can see us in the home stretch with all the pieces, putting the finishing touches on, and some up close of the final product. Now we had a few options of placement for this. We definitely wanted to display it because it took a lot of time and a lot of work and coordination on our part. So here it is in our entryway as option 1, or here on our desk in our bedroom as option 2. I thought this was so fun. It was a great date night activity, and the result is absolutely adorable.